Thanks to Ohuhu for sponsoring this video. Hi everybody and welcome to another drawing video. This time I'm drawing a cute Christmas illustration using Ohuhu's 168 color set of dual-tip alcohol-based art markers. They come in a handy bag with 2 cards for swatches and a little plastic sheet you can put under your paper or between your sketchbook pages to avoid bleed-through when you're drawing. They also sent me a pack of their fine liners I'm very excited to try out. For my swatches I use the same paper I'll be drawing the illustration on to see how the colors will turn out. And for my illustration I went for 2 reindeers who are busy helping Santa with all the Christmas presents. Well, at least that's what I had in mind when I was sketching this out. The dual tip art markers I got come with a brush tip and a chisel tip. I love using alcohol-based markers with brush tips because the coloring process feels so quick and smooth, but you're also able to draw and color smaller areas with the fine end of the tip. The chisel tip is perfect for coloring larger areas like backgrounds or drawing bold straight lines. I tend to use the brush tips for pretty much everything though. For the coloring, I'm trying to use as many of the colors I didn't have before as I can. The 168 set contains the colors of the 120 set, plus the 48 newer pastel colors I'm super excited for. And by the way, if you're also interested in Ohuhu's pastel alcohol-based markers, watch till the end for a giveaway. I started the coloring with a nice flat layer of my base color for the reindeers and slowly built up darker layers on top of it and blended them out with a lighter color again. That's another pro of the brush tip, it makes blending colors much easier than it is with a bullet tip. Some colors are easier to blend than others, so I'd always recommend to try it out on an extra piece of paper before you color in your illustration. If you want to blend 2 colors that are too different from each other or don't blend well for any other reason, it can help to find a mid-tone. Anyway, I'm not an expert and blending for me sometimes works better and sometimes I struggle a little bit, as you can see when I'm trying to blend out the darkest color on the back of the first deer. At first I thought I messed up, but it looks way less dramatic once the ink is dry. It looked a bit patchy at first, so I was too afraid to do the same for the second reindeer, so I only used the mid-tone to color its back. And for their darker noses, I used a feathering technique, which makes it easier to blend than trying to blend out harsher edges. I also used the same method for their hooves. Coloring the reindeers was the most difficult and intimidating part for me, so I was very glad when I got all the colors and blending more or less as I expected. And I was a little bit afraid their faces wouldn't stand out enough with the dark brown, but line art would fix it. So after that was done, I started coloring the background elements, starting with the Christmas tree, which was kind of relaxing in comparison with the reindeers. For the shading of the tree, I'm using the same feathering technique I used for the reindeers' noses and legs. And isn't it funny how well the greens of the tree match the color of my sweater? If you watched some of my older art videos, you know that alcohol-based markers are by far my favorite medium to illustrate with. I use Ohuhu markers almost every time, so I don't think I need to tell you how much I love them, ever since I bought my very first set. They are also very affordable compared to other alcohol-based markers, so if you're hesitant whether or not you should buy some, these are definitely a great choice to start out with. And honestly, even for me now, after a few years of using these, I honestly don't feel the urge of getting some of the more expensive ones. They also make a perfect Christmas gift in case you know other artists, and Ohuhu offers a lot of different pack sizes and color ranges. As I mentioned earlier, I'm using the tip of the brush nib for coloring and shading the smallest details, and even for drawing some darker outlines. Brush tips are a little bit harder to control than bullet tips, but it's easy once you figure out how much pressure you need and you'll get the hang of it. For the Christmas presents, I'm going for blues, purples and reds and golden ribbons. I could have gone all in using as many colors as I can, just to show you more of them, but in the end I still wanted it to look cohesive. It actually took a bit longer than I expected to color in all the presents, even with the limited color palette, because there are so many of them, but I think it makes the background look more interesting and Christmassy. I usually avoid doing cluttered backgrounds, but sometimes they make an illustration really come to life. I should probably do that more often. I really enjoyed shading the ribbons. It was super simple, but really added that effect of a golden shine in my opinion. All in all, I'm very happy with my color choices for this piece. Now that everything's colored in, I'm doing the line art. I realized that I'm a little bit rusty using regular fine liners since I mostly use calligraphy pens for line art, but it's actually easier to control. The fine liner pack Ohuhu sent me actually contains a brush pen too, but it's a bit softer than what I am used to and I didn't want the outlines to turn out too bold. I'm looking forward to using this one very often in the future though. I did choose one of the thicker fine liners though, the 05 or 07 one I believe, because I wanted all the elements, especially the reindeers, to pop out a bit more. And it's a weird habit of mine that I almost always do the line art after the coloring. Since these are made to be used with alcohol-based markers, they actually don't smudge or fade. I didn't think about that when I was filming this process though. Now let's talk about the giveaway. By participating in this giveaway, you'll get the chance to win one of Ohuhu's 48 pastel colors dual tip alcohol-based art markers. All you have to do is subscribe to my channel and follow Ohuhu's Instagram account at ohuhuart. Like this video and leave a comment in which you let me know that you want to participate in this giveaway. The comment should also contain a way I can contact you in case you win, like a not too personal email address or your Instagram handle. Sharing this video is also very much appreciated. The giveaway will start with the release of this video and end on the 10th of December, and I'll contact and announce the winner in my YouTube community tab on the 12th of December, so keep an eye on that. I'll also write the rules and dates in the video's description so you can double check if you followed all the instructions correctly. Good luck everyone! We're almost done with the illustration. In the end, I'm just adding some final touches and coloring in the background. Also rounding the corners with a corner cutter because I like rounded corners for some reason. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, hit the like button and consider subscribing to my channel. Also, thanks again to Ohuhu for sponsoring this video, sending me their supplies and hosting a giveaway. Have a wonderful day, everyone!